Ashe, Ashe to all the primordial souls on this hero's journey back in the Black Hole Chronicles with this cosmic divine revelations to enhance the soul and the soul's consciousness. We're going to be reading from the Kemetic Tree of Life, Ancient Egyptian Metaphysics and Cosmology for Higher Consciousness, out of the article from this book titled HERU the Warrior, the Conqueror. We are going to be tapping into our spirit warrior essence and the conquering the lower self and the ego aspect of self to raise ourself up the spinal cord, the stairway to heaven, and reach the third eye, the pineal gland, the filter to eternity and beyond, and being the equilibrium as an eternal, immortal being. The numbers 1 and 10 have a special relationship. Actually, they are reflections of each other. We are all reflections of each other in this fractal, perfected universe and multiverse. We are fractal versions of consciousness being able to experience and learn about self and others, essentially learning about all of consciousness through experience and manifestations and lessons to be learned through these miracle moments that we go through every moment. Every moment is a miracle. Every moment can be transmuted alchemically with the mind for a perfect paradise nirvana state. We have the opportunity to transmute every single moment for the benefit of your soul gaining higher levels of divine consciousness. 10 is the reflection of 1. I am the reflection of you. You are the reflection of me. We are the reflection of the divine source expressing itself through every eternal realm. Heru symbolizes perfection in life. You symbolize perfection in life. Your higher self symbolizes perfection in life. The soul symbolizes perfection in eternity. Heru symbolizes perfection in life, which is reached by living a life of truth and righteousness. We're all seeking truth and righteousness. By living a life of truth and righteousness. In other words, upholding Mayat, upholding justice, upholding the true primordial essence of self, true divinity. In the temple of Heru in Egypt, city of Edfu, dedicated to Heru. Heru, the sanctuary, holy of holies, the third eye. If the body is the cosmic temple, the five-pointed star, Allah, arm, leg, arm, head, then the third eye would be the holy of holies in the temple, the tabernacle, is encircled by a corridor and 10 chapels, 10 fingers, 10 toes, 10 commandments, 10 spheres on the tree of life, divine connections and synchronicities. In the same temple of Heru, there are reliefs in which Heru can be seen harpooning Set 10 times, mastering the cycle of manifestations, mastering the cycles of lower self manifesting, mastering the ego every time it manifests itself, and knowing that you don't have to always react to emotions and you could take a step back, take a deep breath, and observe and analyze this emotion that manifested and discern it for your better benefit and take it now as an alchemical lesson and process to transmute it to, I don't have to react to this. What can I learn from this emotion that has manifested naturally? Is it from something I ate? Is it something I took externally? Is it from something I watched? Is it from music I listened to? All different ways to learn about aspects of self, to benefit self, to allow self to gain spiritual enlightenment. Set, the number 8, is the principle of egoism and unrighteousness in the human personality, which must be subdued and sublimated in order to attain higher consciousness. In other words, to discover the mysteries of other numbers and thereby attain spiritual enlightenment, discovering the supreme being as the support and essence of creation. You are the support and equilibrium of the multiverse and beyond. You are the equilibrium, the 0 point, the center point, the dot, the point, the target to eternity. Everything moves on your natural flow state of existence. Set is the principle of egoism and unrighteousness in the human personality, which must be subdued. We must go within. We must hold ourselves accountable. We must look ourselves in the mirror. We have to soul search to gain higher levels of consciousness. We have to contemplate and ask questions and get answers from our higher self, which is our guru, which is our teacher, which is our Messiah, which is our prophet. It is you, it is you, it is you. You are the Christ to the world. You are the Messiah to the world. You are the light to the world. Set is the principle of egoism and unrighteousness in the human personality, for us to learn and master, which must be subdued and sublimated in order to attain higher consciousness. In other words, to discover the mysteries of the other numbers and thereby attain spiritual enlightenment, discovering the supreme being as the support and essence of creation, the Neteru, the natural essence of existence. 10 is the number of completeness, since we cannot count beyond it without combining other numbers, and the other numbers are the same 1 to 9 sequence, not new numbers, but the same as the ones before. So nothing new happens after 10. Conversely, nothing happens before 1. 0, the center point, the triple blackness of space, the limitless potential where everything manifests from. 0 is no thing. 1 through 9 are some things. But in reality, they are merely emanations from the original, all, L, electromagnetic, primordial self, original, no thingness, nothingness of undifferentiated potential, the limitless, formless potential of eternity and beyond. However, the number 1 is undivided and all encompassing. It is all encompassing and universal from a time and space perspective, an ability to perceive through the third eye. 0 is undifferentiated and all encompassing, as well as transcendental. You getting back into your 0 point equilibrium state, we can traverse and and be transcendental multidimensional beings and be able to traverse time and space at once and be able to take the mind faster than the speed of light and tap and explore through all levels of consciousness throughout the Akashic records. 0 is undifferentiated and all encompassing, as well as transcendental. This is your genetic code here. It is all encompassing and universal. And from an circumscribed perspective, it is transcendental and thus absolute and infinite. You are absolute and infinite in your true nature. Therefore, creation exists between 1 and 10. This is the whole aspect of creation manifesting itself for us to experience between the 1 and the 10. As the characters of the Ptah are in reality aspects of human consciousness, the highest goal of all human beings is to attain the number 10. In other words, to become HERU, to become the Christ figure, to become Christ consciousness, or in other terms, to attain Heruhood, Christ consciousness, and thereby reflect fully the glory of the divine within themselves. You are the reflection of the divine source, God, the Most High, whatever you want to call eternity and beyond, which is our true essence, expressing itself through every realm and beyond, starting with this physical realm. You are a divine source, experiencing itself, expressing itself, and speaking symbolic cosmic language through the third dimensional realm that is coming from the realms of eternity and beyond. We must embrace, embody, and be enlightened. Therefore, creation exists between 1 and 10, as the characters of the Ptah are in reality aspects of human consciousness, the highest goal of all human beings that we are all on this journey to attain and achieve is to attain the number 10, the Ra, the Kether on the tree of life. In other words, to become Heru, to become Christ, or in other terms, to attain Heruhood, to attain Christ consciousness, and thereby reflect, glow, illuminate fully the glory of the divine within themselves. You have to go within to illuminate. Thus, the number 1 symbolizes the transcendent, in other words, the absolute, and the number 10 symbolizes perfection in the world of time and space. Thus, the task of every human being is to discover their absolute and transcendental nature. Ra. May the force be with you. The ether, the cosmic, divine, eternal flame be with you, fam. And to become masters of their lives, like HERU, like Christ. In other words, the destiny of every human being is to discover their spirit nature and thus allow that nature to rule over the lower self, the ego, ignorance, and vices. This is the beautiful hero's journey, fam. Keep embracing, keep embodying, keep enlightening. I appreciate everybody's time, support, and connection on this journey. Keep going within to keep raising yourself up your spinal cord to be in that heaven on earth existence. Ashe, ashe, ashe.